Testing 1, 2. Testing. Welcome to our Stereo Talk Live Monday edition with your host, Tina Fernando. Bring them to the stage. Let's hit the go button. It's been a week. It's been a day. It's been time. Either way, we're here, and that's what we're looking at. So hopefully you guys had a fantastic weekend. How was yours?
Amazing.
Yeah, what'd you do with your extra day off?
Nothing.
There you go.
Exactly nothing.
Yeah, no, that's sometimes what you need, man.
Yeah.
You need nothing to do. I didn't do that. I went and did Disney stuff with the family.
That's pretty cool.
It was fun. It was the busiest I've ever seen it. So, yeah, it was weird. And then, of course, Saturday night was cold, which was so bizarre.
It's so weird.
It was extremely weird.
Here in Florida, we don't have that.
We do, just usually not yet.
Not really.
Yeah, it was nice though. It was very refreshing. And then the next Sunday it was
not
hot.
in October though.
Yeah, I mean towards the end of October we start to get a little bit.
We're in the middle.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. It's the role. I mean, because our climate takes forever for it to actually get to a like hoodie weather. You know, because it's like it'll be hoodie weather.
I don't think we're gonna get cold this year.
I don't know. It'll be hoodie weather, and then it'll be 90 degrees, and it'll be hoodie weather again.
Yeah.
It's so weird. But anyways, good evening. Checking in from Springfield. What's up, Dave?
Hello.
Hello from Vegas. Dude, we're gonna be there in like 3 weeks, 2 weeks.
3 weeks.
Yeah, 3-ish weeks.
3-ish
SEMA.
weeks. Really?
If anybody's going to SEMA, we'll be at the Rockford Fosgate booth, and of course we'll have new punch stuff. We'll be talking to you guys about soon enough. So. Yeah. What's up, Pete and Fernando?
What's up?
How's it going, Frank?
What's up,
Frank, thank you for asking and answering your own question. That was fantastic. Good job. Yeah. Hello. Checking in from Cali, getting ready for the storm. It happens. What's up, Ken? Hola.
Hello.
What is up? There's Bobby. What's up, Bobby? How you doing? So we do this little thing called the 12-volt Clean Wire Club.
Yes.
It's refreshing because there's so much crap on Facebook right now. Like, Facebook is terrible. Like, the analytics on Facebook, if you look at anything, you're going to get fed that forever. It's terrible. I made the mistake of clicking on like a political thing. I didn't even say politics.
Political
right?
thing?
Yeah, and it just has ruined my feed. Like, I got to, like, find puppies or something that I can just click on because it's just
You got to search. I
don't even know.
Cat videos.
I gotta do something,
videos,
man, because it's like so bad.
Yeah.
But there again, you can head over to the Clean Wire Club and you can avoid all of this. You can just check out some really nice clean wiring.
Yeah.
From people like yourself. And this week we have this wonderful install here with some. Okay, so the reality is this drives me absolutely crazy. It's in an F-150.
Yeah.
But we have Down for Sound amp, JL amp, Epicenter. We got a lot of brands going on here, which really hurts my head. But that's okay. It's okay. Like that's what matters. You got a big 4-channel, got a big mono block. Hey, at least they got an Epicenter. You know, that's cool. We got an amp pro,
right?
But no, do we know who did this?
Mr. Carlos did this.
Carlos did a fantastic job.
Yeah,
looks good. And of course, as always,
they used an amp pro, so that's good.
Yeah, they figured that out. Thank God. And it looks fantastic. You did a great job. Brought to you by the fine folks at D&F Tool Drawer, where you can find the most amazing tool of all times, the IRTA2. And I have to tell you, if I have to read one more complaint about somebody that's complaining about how a signal sounds without them actually looking at it, because they got a Snap-on toolbox, but they don't have an electrical RTA. Like, come on, man. Like, stop being such a bitch. Spend the money. Get one, for God's sakes. Like, you need to have these things. I just don't understand it. It just blows my mind. Like, I don't know. Something goes wrong, and then the bass, it's like, it's right there. You can plug in and see what it's doing. Duh.
Literally, you can see
the
electrical system.
It's so silly. Anyways,
fantastic.
If you'd like to get yourself the cool IRTA2 so that you can see this on your Android or iPhone device, you can find it at D&F Tool Drawer. And of course, they still come in with a free keychain. So, hot damn. Okay. So I was going through my computer and these things were here, and I was like, man, we haven't looked at this in a while. We still got to get Fred on to talk about them. But way back at the first part of the year when I got back from the CMA, Fred Lynch from Arc Audio had put up some things, and I just want to put them back up again because so this is Fred's house curve. And it's really very, like, this is where you take a screenshot because this is really useful information that he put out there for us. It explains a lot of cool stuff. We also have it for download on DNF Tool Drawer. So if you go to like the meters section on DNF Tool Drawer, this is a download that you can download. And then we also have this, which is the one that talks about instruments and the frequencies they play. It's one of those things that is very helpful to kind of, like, if you're missing something, is to look at these two pieces. And like I said, they are available for download under the meters tab on DNF Tool Drawer. You can go download them, or go on the Easter egg hunt and you can find them. So you can have those as a quick reference guide to yourself. So it makes things really cool, fun, and exciting.
Yeah, take a screenshot, whatever you like.
Yeah, whatever you like. Okay, so we still got a couple minutes here. I'm going to go down here. I want to say, oh yeah, it's been raining in Phoenix. Like they have like a lot of rain. Like,
really?
It's like Florida style rain.
That's crazy.
It is kind of yeah.
Crazy.
Loud and clear. No vid yet. It happens. It is now though, so that's all that matters. What is up?
What's up?
Nothing. It's a Monday.
Still here.
Working on a Chevy.
That's
hoping everything
GMC,
goes.
Man.
Working on a GMC.
It's not a
friend of mine for a very long time. His dad won a Kenny Rogers lookalike contest.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So they used to own a country bar next to, you know where the AVE is.
Yes.
And then where that
was.
bar. Well, yeah, it was.
Yes.
And you know where the bar is? That's always been in the corner.
Right next.
They used to, before it was that was one of the very first clubs it ever was their country bar.
Mm.
So back like when he was right out of high school, him and his brother and his dad, they opened a country bar.
That's cool.
Yeah.
How did he win that?
What do you mean?
Like
they opened a bar. And they did there was a height of country, man. So it was like, it's called the Neon Moon.
Ooh.
Yeah, after Brooks and Dunn's song The Neon Moon. And then he went off to be a cop. So makes a lot of sense.
Okay, yeah.
And then he just retired. So evening, gents. Rainy and chilly here in Jersey. Yeah, it's getting there, man. South Carolina checking in. Hello from Tennessee.
What's up?
What's happening? Hey, this is a great time to get your questions in. So if you've got questions, we got answers. So go ahead and start. Just chime them in. Fernando's going to go through in the background and start ticking them.
Yes, sir.
So that we can bang through the amazing questions that you guys have. Good evening, gents. Into Tampa tomorrow for a business trip. Any recommendations for local restaurants? Everything by the airport kind of boring. So right now by the airport is International Plaza or International Mall.
Mm-hmm.
And that area there is saturated with restaurants.
Yes.
So you'll have nothing to worry about. The mall is a fantastic mall because it's like got a lot of the high end. It's like one of the few malls that still does really, really well. And they have a whole big food court out there that has some really, really nice restaurants. They're mainly chain restaurants. You're not going to find a lot of mom and pops right around there. But there is a ton of restaurants around there, and it's just what it is.
And they good.
Yeah, I mean, they good. But so you'll be fine. There is across from the airport, there is I think it's called House of Beer. Which is a really popular place. So if you're looking for like some place to go afterwards,
mm-hmm.
it's a huge place. Like it's two stories of beer.
Yeah.
And it's got a deck and TVs, and it's going to be beautiful this week. So
don't drink too much. You're going to lose you.
But anyways, there's that area there is everything. Also,
somebody's calling.
Yeah, Brian is calling. Literally, Brian is calling in the middle of the show.
Brian Mitchell?
Yes.
Oh.
Like,
well, he doesn't know we're doing a show.
We do a show every Monday night.
Also,
there's also the Penthouse Club, 2001.
Okay.
We're
looking for restaurants,
if you're looking for places that have scandalous women, there also. And also, if you're looking for a steakhouse because the company's going to pay for it, Burns. Yeah, it's obscene. It's obscene.
But I like Del Frisco's. We drove and I'm like, oh my God, Del Frisco's is there.
Burns is like you have to dress nice. And,
okay, sure.
But no, Del Frisco's is.
I like Del Frisco.
No, it is.
I want to go try the meatballs.
Yeah. Anyways, like I said, you'll be fine. And this has been Restaurant Talk with Dean and Fernando.
Jesus. Thank you so much for everything, guys. The show is over.
Yeah. No, it's fun. It's exciting. I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Cuddy checking in.
What up?
All right, so let me do this. Let me pull this up, and then we'll take the questions. All right, so this first segment is brought to you by the fine folks at Arc Audio. Make sure to tune in tomorrow on Instagram with this GMC that we're working on. It's getting the first of our X2 808s. We're going to talk to you about what we're doing, show you all the cool things that are going into it. We would have done it today, but I left my phone at home. What are the odds of that, right? That's why my watch was ringing. But yeah, no, I left my phone at home all day, and I managed to make it through the day.
I don't know how you do that. I would have been like, you know what? I got to go.
I was too far down the road. And I was like, you know what? Between my watch, my iPad, my laptop, I think we'll figure it out. So it'll be okay. All right. Ken says.
Oh, shoot.
Whoa, hold on.
My
dude,
bad.
Stop.
Go for it.
Let me, dude, like literally.
I'm sorry.
When installing a sub in the trunk of a car facing the rear, do you leave polarity 0 180 degrees? So this is a wonderful question. And the reality is there's no right or wrong answer to this. Like, I can't just say, do this every time. There are some people that will. There are literally people that will say, you always have to put 180 degrees. And the reality is it's not how it works, okay? So polarity is one thing. Phase is another. So the polarity of the subwoofer could be in line, meaning 0. And by the time it gets to you, it is out of phase, which means you would flip the polarity to put it back in phase. It's going to depend on the car. Like, not all cars are the same. It's going to depend on distance. It's going to depend on what it has to go through. It's also going to have to depend on what the mid bass are doing. So this is one of those things where you play a couple bass tracks and you flip it back and forth and you see which one sounds the best. So yeah, there is no right or wrong answer. Sometimes, and if you're like Fernando can never even hear the difference. Like, he just totally, it's like, I don't know what you're doing. You're not doing anything. And I'll be like, well, there's a subtle change there. And he's like, I don't hear it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. So it's one of the, if you don't hear anything, leave it at 0. But yeah, there is no right or wrong answer.
It's all fake news.
It is all fake news. Okay, go ahead.
Right there.
2 stories of beer does sound fun. I'll be going into Ybor City. Now, if you're going into Ybor City, that's a different place.
Be careful, though.
Yes, don't go there at night.
Yeah, careful.
No. Because
I'm saying you can go, it's fine, but just
make sure you're in a group of people. Now, if you go to Ybor City, what's the Cuban? The Colombian. The Colombian.
Yeah,
There's a restaurant called the Colombian. Shut up.
All right.
It's fantastic. Anyways, it's one of the oldest restaurants in Florida.
Yeah.
And the ambiance is amazing. The Cuban sandwich is really good. Food is good. I like it. You could actually get their sandwich at the airport. Fernando likes tacos, bitch. All he eats is tacos.
That's what I'm saying. Hey.
So you're
you can go.
It's
just for the price what they have.
Oh my God.
I've been there. It's not exactly like, oh my God.
It's good. I don't care. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving on. Buenos tardes. What's up, man? Is the Rockford Fosgate DS01 a good choice for a 22 Mustang with a 9-speaker setup? Also, do you need to run new speaker wires to the new speakers? Okay, so we'll answer this kind of reverse. No, all right, DSR1 is going to plug into the Mustang using the iData cable. I believe it's either way. Just go to iData to tell you what cable it is. On the cable, it is going to have all your speaker wires there, with the exception of the mid-range and tweeter are on the same wire. So if you are going to do like a 3-way set, you need to run a set of tweeter wires. Other than that, your center channel, the 2.5s, like I said, 2.5s or the 3s and the tweeters are on 2 channels. You have your 6, so all the other speakers are there. Yes. So no, you don't have to run any wires. The only wires you'd want to run is up to the tweeters, and that's easy enough to do, so you don't have to do a whole bunch of rewiring or any of that stuff right there. Now, as far as whether the DSR1 is the answer for that, that is entirely up to you. There are more products now, such as Arc Audio. Every Arc Audio thing with a DSP is iData compatible. So if you're looking for an amplifier with a DSP built into it, or you're looking for a more in-depth DSP, this guy right here, the 6 to 8, the PS 6 to 8 is a fantastic DSP. It's a 6 to 8, and it gives you the full DNA software, so you get a ton of adjustment. The DSR1 is still the best if you're trying to do stuff like from an iPad or an iPad. Android sucks for this, but there again, that's just what it is. We still use them, but we try to move on. Now, the one thing I would recommend getting along with the T-harness that you do have to have, they make a piece called an EXT4, which is a 4-meter cable that allows you to move the DSR1 and everything into the back. I do recommend getting that because jamming everything up into the kick panel can be a little trying at times. So I would go to the back of the car. So, and if you're going to do the Arc Audio stuff, you do need an AR, or you need the AR or the AR2. I think just the AR is fine because that'll plug in. And I would still get the EXT4 to move everything to the trunk. It'll just make for a clean, easier install. That's what we use. So, okay. Are any of the Arc DSP amps okay to use with a CRV hybrid, or are they too much of a power draw? So your Blackbird is pretty efficient. We've put them in the Toyotas that are the hybrid Toyotas that are supposed to be 30 amps, whatever. So no, I would look at the Blackbird. If your Blackbird would be fantastic, it'll do the job. If you're looking for something a little less than that, then I would check out the Mosconi Picos. But the Blackbird should be fine. I don't see any issues with that. You doing okay over there? You're just dinging away. You're so strong. Who? Not me. It's just a guy falling apart over here, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So anyways, new DSP from Result. Yes, Result. Yeah. Nick Wingate, HKI claims to be maybe a game changer. Your thoughts? Okay, so my thoughts on this. I did see this weekend, and while I was walking around Disney and had some downtime, because you do, while waiting in lines, I went to their website and pulled up their instruction manuals for a couple of these just to see what they are, just to kind of get an idea of what I was looking at. Sure, man. I don't know. I don't know. They came out of nowhere. Game changer is a funny word. I don't really feel like that's an appropriate term for this. Game changer, really? I mean, out of nowhere, and it's going to be a game changer? Like, come on. Let's be realistic about that. There's going to be a certain amount of people that want to try and use it because it's new, which I'm all for. And I'm not ragging on the piece. I don't know, but using a term like game changer for somebody just out of the gate, like, okay, sure, I'll play along. No, I haven't, but there again, I looked at their owner's manuals and to try to get some idea of what the graphics look like. It looked pretty basic to me, but there again, that's just a first look. Until I download it and actually see what it's capable of doing, I'm not going to judge it per se. But
sounds like you're judging it right now.
I'm judging the fact that you said game changer, because I mean, come on, man.
I mean, you have to.
It's sales pitch.
That's what I'm saying.
It's fun. Yeah. I got the DSR1 and the XT. Perfect. There you go, Charles. That's awesome. Without your phone. I know. It's crazy. Dean, important question. Sorry if I missed it. Have your speakers arrived yet? Funny you should ask. They came today. FedEx sucks. A big one.
Yeah.
Like, literally. FedEx sucks. Our FedEx drivers, luckily I wasn't over there. I'd been like, you guys suck. Like, suck.
Well, I feel for everybody.
No, they suck.
Everybody feels like FedEx is not the greatest.
We didn't. Are you kidding me?
There we go.
Is this recording?
Yes.
Okay.
Uploading.
Oh, didn't want to do
Did
that.
you just stop it?
No.
Yes.
I didn't do anything.
Okay.
That's going to suck. Anyways, yeah, they showed up today, and FedEx still sucks. Okay, next. Dean, when you wire up your amp boards, what do you start with first? Power wire, speaker wire, or RCAs, etc.? Thanks. So that's a good question, Bobby. And it really, again, I don't have a simple answer for it because it really just depends on how it all has to come together. Meaning, where's my power wire going to go? How much room do I have for that? Because you're kind of thinking about all this at once while you're doing it. Most of the time, though, I feel like I start with the speaker wire because that's the most amount of cable. So speaker wire and signal wire are usually the two, just because I have to know where they're going. Are they going to go to the left? Are they going to go to the right? Are they going behind it, or anything like that? So, and sometimes you just kind of like lay it all out and figure out like, okay, so because the power wire is usually the biggest, and it's going to take up a certain amount of space. So where is it going to cross over? So do I have speaker wire? So it's like you're just building it in your head to try to figure out where it's all going to go. But yeah, I don't think there is a right or wrong. It's just what makes the most sense. What I typically will do though is start closest to the amplifier and move farthest out. So that's usually why it's speaker or signal. Will the Sony 9500 ES fit in a 2025 Taos with bass system? Did they change the dash?
It's a little bit different, but the question will be if the radio is actually behind the screen or on the glove compartment.
Yeah.
Some of the Taos have the radio, or the T1s have the radio on the glove compartment. So you just gotta check.
You just gotta go to idea to see if it makes anything for it, and then compare the two.
But they have plenty of space.
Okay. Alpine Status speakers, yes, no. Installed them before. What are the components from other manufacturers? I mean, okay, so not a fan. It's okay. I'm not. Just didn't like them. Still think the R is probably the best move in that. But as far as other manufacturers go, every other manufacturer has a fantastic speaker to choose from. I mean, obviously we have, here at the store, we have Morel, we have Focal, we have Arc, we have Hertz, we have Helix, we have Blam. There's a ton of them. It just depends on what you're trying to do. I mean, just to throw out some names doesn't really help anybody. And we also have Alpine Status. I mean, we sell them. We have them. I don't sell them. But we have them. That's all that matters. I don't know. 2015 Honda Accord with premium system. Is there a way to retain the second screen when adding an aftermarket radio? I think the metric kit might. I mean, I think that's the only one that if any of them has the possibility to do that, it's the metric kit. So I would go to metroonline.com and see what they say. Supposedly Metro's coming out with some more Honda stuff for at SEMA. Kits. Yeah, which is what we need.
Yeah.
You say that badly. I'm like, yeah, we need Honda dash kits. We need a dash kit for the float screen Honda Accord, so we can put something in that thing.
I don't own any Hondas.
We work on a lot of Hondas, so I would really want a new screen for it.
No, we don't. Barely.
You're stupid.
Yes.
Regular 2007 Honda Toyota RAV4 with the Helix M60 SP amp plus Alpine 4550 ARC Audio 650.1 amp. If I swap the ARC amp for a 1,000 or 1,500 watt sub amp, should my electrical system be able to handle it? Or would my electrical system be able to handle it? I mean, you're only going up, you're maybe doubling the power there. Okay. this is always one of those questions of like, you guys are looking for absolutes. Like you're looking for, can it do it? The reality is, yeah, it'll do it. There's no reason why it wouldn't do it. Will it do it and sustain the abuse that you want to put on it? That I can't answer because I don't know. Like everyone is a little different. A RAV4 doesn't have the biggest electrical system. But there again, I don't know how bad you're going to be playing it. I don't know how much like you're going to try to get onto it. If you're just going from 1 sub to 2 subs and you want to double your power, great. You're going to have tons. You're going to have a lot more sound, a lot more bass. Is the car going to play it for 4 hours straight? No, but it doesn't do it now. So what would be the difference? But it can do it. If you want play time, you add batteries. If you just want it to turn on, you add alternator. More than likely, you're not going to need either one. So it's just going to depend on how you plan on playing it. Do it, see what happens. It's not like it's bad. You good?
Yeah, trying to.
I'm just hiding the current comment so you can. Alpine Status 2-way for the win at Kicker HQ SQ amateur class against 13 cars. So there's that.
There you go.
Okay, there again. That wasn't the question. The question was, how do I feel about them? I don't like them. That doesn't mean that other people can't like them. See, remember, just because somebody doesn't like something or doesn't understand something or sees something differently doesn't mean that that's the answer or the end all be all. It just, that's the thing. Like if I don't like something, you don't have to, you can like it and it could do amazing things.
I don't like the restaurant that you say.
Exactly. You didn't like the Colombian. I liked the Colombian. I had a great experience. You did not.
Yeah.
That's okay. We can still be friends. It's not
really
the end of the world. We just won't eat at the Colombian together. I will leave the airport and get a nice sandwich. You can starve.
I'm gonna go next door. It's on tacos.
They don't have tacos around here. No, you just go to IKEA and get lunch at IKEA.
I never eat lunch at IKEA.
It's the best.
See?
They got great meatballs.
Yeah.
Everyone knows this. It's a fact. Everyone
exactly.
knows the IKEA meatballs. And then here you go. Wait, you and Austin can't be friends. I don't like tacos.
No.
Yeah, you can't be friends. You're not on his team. You suck. No, it's okay. Listen, I mean, just to go over that one for a minute. I mean, the Dayton DSP, which I also think is a big pile of crap, did really well at a show.
Somebody did really good with that DSP. I think everybody was sick that day.
Maybe, I don't know. But there again, that does not mean that they're great. That to me, it just means like they won something.
Opinion, no?
Yeah. So I think that I don't like the way they sound, and there again, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. We are not. See, the problem is we don't have to be absolutes. We can. I can like something and not like something, and you can like something, and then it's okay. It's okay. We all just.
It's not okay though.
We all just had to get past all this. Hola!
What's up, Angel?
What's going on? Currently getting the Arc Audio 808 DSP installed in my Mazda CX-30 factory speakers. 6-channel power in the 3-way front, and the last 2 channels bridged to an AW3. Hopefully it'll sound good. I'm sure it'll sound great.
Right, please let me know how it sounds.
Yeah.
Because it's factory speakers.
That's the scary
You're just
part.
amplifying them.
And I can tell you right now, my factory speakers sound like dog crap with my Falcon on them. They sound terrible. But I didn't tune it either. So
well, I'm saying, there you go. But that's what
I didn't tune
it. It's like
tune it. And I have no tweeters, so that's not helping.
Right. But I'm interested in how it sounds. If you like them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
This is also getting the 808. So
yes, it does.
But on some Kenwoods, because Kenwoods are cool. This next segment is brought to you by the fine folks at focal-america.com. If you're looking for a speaker, I don't know, just because you might be thinking, I want this. Well, hey, you might want to try these.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know. I just know that we sell more of these than any other speakers, and we know that everybody loves them. Even Angel will tell you, ooh, I like the Focal Flax Evos. Those are so good. Yummy. Anyways, if you're looking for a speaker from mild to wild, and I hate that phrase. Ooh, I hate it. If you're looking for a speaker from Auditor all the way up to Utopia and every stop in between, from good to great to amazing to oh my God, You can find it. Bad to the bone. Bad to the bone. So trick, daddy. Anyways, check them out at focal-america.com. Look at the Evo Flax. Check them out. And if you just want to go nuts, go K2. K2.
Yeah.
Why?
Go nuts.
You K2. Yeah, definitely go nuts. 2016 F-150. How much sound deadener would I need to do the doors? No full baked potato. Okay, so what we have a couple different things that we do here. We do what's called 1+1. Okay. 1+1 is where we take stealth and we take ultimate. Stealth is just the non-foamed back. Ultimate has the foam back. We cut the sheet in half and we do around the speaker with a half sheet on both doors. Okay. And then we take the ultimate, we cut it in half and we do the door panel on both doors. So around where the speaker is. Okay, and we try to put it in little vibrating spots and stuff like that. That's our 1+1 install. That's the minimum we do. Like this truck got a 1+1. So and it's usually plenty. If you want to go like more, you could do 2+2, meaning 2 sheets of regular and then but that's almost a full baked potato, to be honest with you. I mean, would you agree?
I think in the F-150 is like 3 sheets of stealth.
Yeah.
With 1 sheet of ultimate. I always use 1 sheet of ultimate for the plastic door panel.
Yeah. So really, you could do
2+1.
But if you don't want a full baked potato, 1 sheet.
1 sheet is
2
fine.
sheets. You got pretty decent coverage.
Also depends like what speakers are you using, right? Because if you're not using like crazy,
everyone wants to use crazy, man.
No. What's crazy? Here we go.
FYI for viewers, had the Kicker LX 3001 professionally installed and was not impressed with the shock. It's more of a bass boost, which does help, but nothing like an Epicenter. We'll be installing the Epicenter. Okay. It's fair enough. I mean, if it didn't do what you wanted to do, totally understand. Mm-hmm. It doesn't have all the effects of an Epicenter, for sure. And it's not the same as the previous shock.
And I'm assuming you already had a previous Epicenter. Yes. That's the reason why you're missing that.
Right. I guess it would be like the poor man's Epicenter, if that's what we're looking at. I mean, it's very basic, very easy. But if you're used to an Epicenter, it does not have all the controls of an Epicenter, for sure. So
there you go.
Definitely want to check out. Hold on. I like this question. Do you know why Klipsch doesn't make car speakers and only house speaker systems? Because they're not stupid. Is really what it comes down to. Okay, so first off, trying to get into the aftermarket world is difficult. And the company that like...
As JBL?
Yeah, okay, and that's my point. Look at like JBL Infinity, Harman. They're launching a Harman line of speakers. Harman Kardon is coming back in with speakers, and they have like 4 sets of speakers is all they're coming out with, and they're all owned by JBL. And I mean, look at JBL Infinity, 2 of the most popular names in the home audio world as far as like, serialized and easy to remember. Hell, Bose doesn't do it either. Okay, because they don't want to. They're staying in their lane. And I don't know, like Klipsch does those big bright horns. I don't think they get anything by doing it. The only thing Klipsch might be successful at is like doing OE, like right in. But there again, that market. Yeah, but also
is so you don't want to compete with your own company.
Well, no, OE meaning like buying a car with a Klipsch system in it. So it's just branded stuff. I mean, it's easy money for them. But as far as doing aftermarket, no, they're not stupid. They don't want any part of this crap. Yeah. If anything, Klipsch should make headphones. Like that would be a better move, which they might. But
headphones.
Yeah, that would be a better move because there's where it's at. I mean, you have a really nice, have that Klipsch home theater in a box that you can get on Amazon and get 2,000 sets of speakers in it, and then I need a set of headphones for work. Get some Klipsch.
I'm just wondering which one you think is the best headphone.
For what? Nothing that anybody would know. No, it's always different. Hi, Dean and Fernando. I'm trying to figure out how to add a Kicker LX5 1200 amp to a 2025 Tundra hybrid. Can I add a second battery like the X Power to provide the extra power needed? 70 amps? Maybe. I mean, the reality is you're not going to be able to charge it because there's nothing there to charge it. This is one of those situations where it's like, cool. I mean, the current doesn't exist. This is going to become more of a problem as time goes on. It's definitely going to become more of a problem as time goes on. Is that these cars are going to get harder and harder to put amplifiers in.
Bigger
amplifiers. Now, the thing is with the LX amplifier and its power supply, the nice thing is it'll work all the way down to like 9 volts and still put out sound. So even if the battery's going low, you're fine. Really where the problem is that the current consumption of the amplifier and the fact that it's not really an alternator that's in the car. It's just a charging unit. So that might be the problem, is that it could draw too much. The question I don't have a great answer for you because there's really not much to do in these situations. It's not going to stop me from doing it. I mean, I would just put the amplifier in and go, and that's just what you're going to end up with. If I mean, like I said, we've put the Blackbird and the Nighthawk in the Camry and it worked fine. Like it was fine, did its thing, everything was great. But they're really efficient amplifiers, even though they have giant fuse ratings on them. With the LX5, it's that huge sub portion of it that is probably where you're worried about. I think you're more stressed out about it than not. And there again, it really isn't drawing 70 amps 100% of the time. It's drawing 70 amps when you have it. I mean, if you're going to play it balls to the wall all day long, you're going to run into a problem. But it's not like as soon as the amplifier turns on, it draws 70 amps. Okay, it's only at the extreme point, and it's always moving. It's always in flux. It's not like, unless you just listen to music, it just goes da da. So it's not like it's drawing 70 amps constantly. So I think you'll be fine. When it's an OEM system, they control the process. When it's an aftermarket, you're dealing with more via variables and installers, etc. Right. And it's just like when I said I don't like the Alpine system or the Alpine Status. But again, that's just, I'm an installer. I have an opinion, and I say this. There's plenty of people out there that are like, "Oh, this sucks." And it's like, yeah. No, God, no. No, I loved it. That was actually the best part. It's not hard to do. No, that's what makes this job interesting. It's that. No, trust me, I love that made it more fun.
What's our Ramon?
Because just because I don't like something doesn't mean that doesn't make it bad.
Totally bad, super bad.
I mean, it's a good movie. Good evening. What's going on? Oh gosh. 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo bass 6-speaker system. Is there a T-harness, or what's the best way
to add
an amp? Oof. There is a T-harness for the bass audio. However, you're gonna have to massage it a little bit because it's gonna depend on which bass audio system there has. There's like 5 or 6 different bass audio systems for that. We ran into this in the Cherokee, because I don't think you can reprogram that radio like with the
data.
No, that would be PAC. I don't think PAC reprograms the newer ones yet.
Well,
I don't think you can add in an amp pro and reprogram the radio on a 24. Yeah. Does it even work on a 24? Or is it 25s? No, it's just 24 is basic. Yeah. So PAC makes a T-harness for the vehicle. What you have to find out is whether it has active dash, door, and rear. So like the one we ran into had 6 speaker outputs. So channel 1 and 2 are powering the dash. Channel 3 and 4 was powering the mid bass. Channel 7 and 8 was powering the rears. The easiest thing to do would be and then you're going to need load resistors. You're going to need the LGD greens, the green load resistors from AudioControl, or anyone that sells load resistors. They all have the same color, all the same value. What I would say is you could get the T-harness from PAC, unplug all the speakers, and turn the stereo on. And if you get any audio, then you know that you have to splice into the harness and add in, like, you don't go to your factory harness, you use the pack harness. And you add in, what we did is it comes with some extra cabling in there, and we just cut into those and soldered them in. And we added in another set of harnesses because it comes with a red and a blue set. So it comes with the white, gray, green, purple, and then it comes with the red and blue, which are for subwoofer, and it's a T harness. Anyways, we cut those off and soldered those into where the dash speakers were, and that gave us 6-channel output that we could easily go into stuff with. So yeah. Anyways, I saw a car commercial that mentioned a Klipsch audio system, but can't remember the car brand. I feel like there was one at one point, but yes, I don't remember the brand either.
Yeah, I think I remember that.
Yeah, I feel like somebody had a Klipsch system in their car. How does one go about charging for labor? That's a good question, right? Because it is hard to know what you should charge. So the first thing is, how many hours is something going to take, right? You have to have an idea of what something is going to take. And that comes down to just doing things out of experience and getting a good idea. This is also a good time where, like, a Knowledge Fest or a Master Tech Expo, attending one of those is a pretty good place to kind of get an idea. Like when you go to the sales training and the business owner training, sometimes you can learn about stuff like that, or just asking questions to people that own companies that go to these places. What is your basic rate? Stuff like that. The other thing too is, like, how much do you charge per hour? Now that comes down to the area in which you're in. So for example, call around to car dealerships, like call a Ford dealership, call a Chevy dealership, call a Mercedes dealership. Depending on the cars you're going to work on, you need to have an idea of what's expected in that area. So if everyone's charging $220 an hour, well then, you need to be close to that, because that's what the going rate is in town. Now you can charge whatever you want. I'm not saying you have to charge $220 an hour, but just know that's what everybody else is getting. So, and if you're going to be doing work on a vehicle and the going rate in your town is that, and that's kind of where you're at. The other thing too is, what are you giving away in that labor charge? So for example, some shops will include like butt connectors and stuff like that, miscellaneous. Some shops will give you a lower hourly rate, but then add in a miscellaneous charge of like 15 or $20, which is just all the little, solder, screws, butt connectors, all the little things that are impossible to count, but you need. And then, so you have to have that. And then the other thing too is, like, there's math. So you have to go, okay, how big is the square footage of the install bay? How much is that going to cost me per day? If you have an installer or an employee, how much is that employee costing me per day? And then, you got to add in electricity and water and all of that, so that you know what you're paying per square foot for specific things. And then you have to maybe add value in, like, more to that. And so then you have to go, okay, so this is what I need to make from my install bay per day. So once you figured out that number, then you have to go, okay, well, I have to be able to make that. So I have to charge a base amount, and then I can charge more to cover all this other stuff. So it's all just math. You don't just guess. I'm going to charge $100. No, don't do that. You have to figure out what your situation is costing you, so you don't lose money.
All right. For the Klipsch was Infiniti, Ram, and Nissan.
There you go. Fantastic. That is awesome.
I know, right?
Good job. Okay. More into treble and high frequency. Any 6.5 component set better for highs? Yeah. Anything Focal. If you want highs that are high, Focal. Hard dome tweeters are what you're looking for. So there's two types of tweeters in the world. There's a soft dome, there's a hard dome. Now that isn't to say there's different applications for both of those, because you have horns, okay, and you have like big horns, like your loudspeakers and stuff like that. But down inside of those loudspeakers is a diaphragm, and it's either a hard dome or a soft dome. The hard domes are the brighter of the two. It's not any louder, it's just more tick. So that's what you're looking for in that. So Focal, hard dome tweeters, fantastic. Poor Chris. Yeah, he bought those Status. Sucker. We charge 10% of the labor to cover zip ties, tape, Tessa tape, 20% on customers' labor jobs. So yeah, there you go. Melissa has her own business. So, but yeah, it's all math. Like, you don't want to guess at this for sure. Unless even if you're doing it in your garage, you still have a cost of doing it in your garage. You know, like if you're doing it as a side hustle, you still have expenses that you have to cover. You know, it's not just $20 in your pocket. You know, you're going to be using power. You're going to, you have bills to pay. So you have to figure out what is my cost. Everything has a cost. So you have to add all that stuff together to get that. There's a lot of capable products in the DSP ecosystem. Nobody has changed the game on the surface. So I'm guessing this is a throwback to when Nick's comment was that, game changing. And there again, like in our industry, anything game changing is usually done by somebody else outside of our industry. Like when you look at the biggest game changer, like Apple is probably the biggest game changer of all in the world of audio. And it wasn't Android. So all you Android guys out there, I'm sorry, but the iPod changed everything for everybody. There was no Android back then, okay? And there was a ton of, like, Zune sucked. Come on. Crap. And there was hundreds of MP3 players. Nothing. iPod comes out, whole industry built around iPod integration. It just evolved. Everything evolved. So when you look at game changer, that was a game changer. Some DSP software, not a game changer. Probably not even in the game, to be honest. So, yeah, it's kind of silly. This next segment is brought to you by the fine folks at AudioControl. Have you been over the new website, AudioControl.com? That's really what I'm going to tell you to do. If nothing else, we all love discovery. We all love clicking on buttons and seeing where they take us. AudioControl just spent a ton of time redesigning the whole website from the ground up. It's fantastic. There is a ton of stuff to see. There's videos, there's how-tos. They've really kind of grouped everything together so you can see all the amplifiers at once, all the speakers at once, and it makes it easier to make decisions. But if nothing else, it's just fun to go and discover a new rabbit hole, aka AudioControl.com. So if you have the time and you're like just sitting around one day, go to AudioControl.com and see what they have, see what you can find, and see all the new look of the website. It's fantastic, and it's fun, and we all love going down the rabbit hole of that kind of stuff. So check it out at AudioControl.com. Question. Go figure. What is your best recommendations for integration into a 2023 Yukon Denali? Adding amps, door speakers, sub box, second row seat, love audio control, Hertz, Focal products, have to keep factory radio. Does it have Bose or not have Bose? It's really the question. So if it doesn't have Bose, I'm going to be using a Metra piece, an Access Metra piece, because they really make the best for integrating into non-Bose systems. If it has Bose, then I'm going to use a Pack Audio piece. So pack-audio.com. So those are really my two integration. Like how do I get into those things? Non-Bose, metraonline.com, Bose, packonline.com. That's it.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Dean and Fernando, love the videos. I have a 2022 regular cab F250 and want to install 3.5-inch DS18 super tweeters and an 8-inch mid-range. Woo! Okay. Or what do you recommend running AudioControl 51300 amp? Okay. So the tweeters are obviously going to be the hardest part because they're not going to fit anywhere in that car where they'll just drop right in at all, anywhere. Especially depending on what kind of 3.5-inch tweeters they are. If they're deep 3.5-inch tweeters, they're definitely not going to fit in a 2022 regular cab. They're not going to go into the door. They're not going to fit. Now, as far as the 8-inch where the 6x9 goes, if it's a Neo 8-inch, it'll probably fit. If it's a giant standard magnet 8-inch, probably not going to fit. because there is a certain depth requirement there, and it's not huge because that one's up high in the door and the window is right there, so you can't get too crazy on that without going outside. Now, as far as putting that tweeter somewhere, which you might want to check out is customspeakerpods.com. Like that guy makes all kinds of really cool stuff, and he might have a set of pods for the A-pillars that allow you to fit that 3.5 in it. So customspeakerpods.com. He might also make a panel for the door so you can put more than an 8-inch on the door. He's got all kinds of really cool stuff when it comes to adding big speakers to cars. So check it out. It's all made here in America. Actually, last night it was funny. I went on to it because I've always wondered how he does it. So it's all done in CAD, and then he CNCs out a 3D plug.
Okay.
And then he vacuum molds it. So it's really cool. But anyways, check him out. That might be the place to start to put that stuff in your car and make it loud. As far as the AudioControl 51300 amplifier, whether it's the D or the LC, it's going to have the crossovers you need to put that in, as long as you're going to be running, tweeter on 1 and 2, mid-range on 3 and 4, and sub on 5 and 6. So you're good there. More.
He's more into trouble.
Yeah, we covered that one.
Yeah,
you already got that one.
Okay.
Yeah, you already put that one up. It's literally like right before this.
Okay, what about this one?
DNF. I can't remember half the names of Quick Connect speaker plug terminals. Name a few, please, for 16 gauge. Mark Acario Fab did a video a few weeks ago. Looked like a box of them, but had an angled plug. So as far as plugs go, there is a ton of them. Molex still is the biggest plug brand out there. And then what's the marine one that everyone is so excited about? It's in the side of the amps, inside of the Modus amps.
Jesus.
No, it wasn't a Jesus clip. No.
Dutch connectors?
Yes. Dutch connect. Douche. Yeah, douche.
No, Dutch.
It's not
Dutch.
It's not Dutch. Anyways, the reality is just go on Amazon and buy a bulk, fine. Yeah. Or if you want to get something specific, you can go to DigiKey. DigiKey is where you can find all the individual stuff, and you can make your own. We just buy a 2-prong plug from Amazon. I don't even. It's nothing special. It's just small, and we have a 2-prong and a 4-prong. So I will make y'all a deal to take them off my hands. No, nobody wants your speakers, man. You shouldn't have bought them in the first place. You got a deal on them. I know that was your mistake. It happens, Chris. We still love you. Okay. Howdy, fellas. Any experience with the MVX gear? I don't think I've seen any on your channel. Probably haven't seen a lot of it. We have customers that bring it in, and we'll put it in for them. But no, we really don't get too deep into the MVX stuff. It's not bad product. It's fantastic. It's basically the house brand for what's the name of that? Sonic Electronics. So it's the house brand for Sonic Electronics. The company that owns Sonic Electronics also owns Alan Ed's Installation. They own Diamond Audio. They own Sword Vega. So it's a big conglomerate. So the stuff is fine. It's at the right price. It's entry level, if that means anything anymore. But yeah, no, it's fine. It'll do the job. Sonic Electronics, thank you. Just curious, I saw 5 minutes with 5-star this morning. One Nighthawk 410 sealed. Is the Nighthawk enough? I mean, it's 800 watts. It's 200 watts a sub. It's a big mono chamber box. I feel it'll be fine for me. I don't need anything more than that. I mean, it's about 1,000 watts, 800, whatever. They're shallow mount woofers. So, and they're fairly efficient. I think it'll be fine. Here's the nice thing. If it's not, I just get another one. We're in a 0 gauge. We can do whatever we want there. So we got room, or we just get a bigger amp altogether. So I'm not worried about it yet. XT60s, XT90 speaker kit. Oh, there you go. That's another one too. We use a lot of those. That's what we use for our subwoofer enclosures. Yeah, Deutsch connectors, not Dutch. Yeah, Deutsch. Thank you, Jody.
Same thing.
Yes, in your world, close enough.
Everything is the same.
Yes, it's all the same.
See, same thing.
I do need 4 Nighthawks, Chris, but we're not going to have it. Sorry, it's the.
I think two Nighthawks. That would be cool.
I'm fine. I think one will do the job.
I wonder where's Brad.
Brad's probably busy today. XT, that's what I was thinking of. Thank you. Oh yeah, very good. Yes. So we use the XT90 adapters that actually have the flanges on them, so you can screw them into place, which are really nice. Mm-hmm. That's what we put in our speaker cups. Yeah, Mark. Also, what's a decent high-res unit that has digital out that can play USB and I could plug my phone into for music? That's not a radio. Good luck, man. Really, it's a DSP. So I mean, if you're trying to do all that, it's you get a DSP that has a digital in, coax digital in, and you get like a FiO player and you plug that stuff in. In the car, there's not like, it's literally you plug it into the DSP. That's what everybody does. So you get the FiO, you get the Alistair Kern, and you just plug it into the digital in on the DSP. And you have a preset and you switch over to it. And there's all that fun stuff. So yes, Ken, you're correct. Soundman does use the MVX stuff. So, guys, I got a 2011 Camaro RS. I changed the radio. I'm still cutting the signal and making pop sound. So there's an amplified version of that car and a non-amplified version of that car. If it has the amplified version of the car, the amplifier is probably bad. You'll know because it's a Boston acoustic on it. The other thing, too, is it might not have been the radio. It could have been the speakers. It's a GM. They don't make speakers that last forever. You could have a bad speaker. So just by replacing the radio, you could have needed new speakers. The radio is fine. It just depends. But there again, if it says Boston acoustic, there's an amplifier that may need to come out and get bypassed. It's in the driver's side rear panel by the light, tail lights. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, hold on. Let me do this because this is the last. Where's it at? Yeah, this. This last and final segment is brought to you by the fine folks at Mosconi-America.com. From big to small, I almost said it. From big to small, they got you covered. If you're looking for something that is small, compact, and very efficient, small amperage draws, but packing lots of power, 8-channel DSP, 1,000-watt monoblocks in a package this big, check out the Picos. Small, powerful amplifiers, and perfect for integration into any factory stereo. That's what those switches are on the top right there. It'll integrate into anything natively. You don't have to add any fun stuff to it. Oh my gosh, it's Chris Binkley, the man, the myth, the legend. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm hoping to come to Florida after SEMA. Y'all going to SEMA? We will be at SEMA. And also, when is the Toyota stuff happening, man? Just curious.
Whoa, he's been busy.
Yeah. Oh, see, there he is, right there.
Oh, here you go.
See, says I'm late. It's okay, Brad. We still love you.
Yeah.
Yep. No big deal. Soundman got some new radio episodes, long and occasionally funny. I watched one the other day. Actually, I had the opportunity to watch one. I don't really get around to watching stuff like that too often. Mm-hmm. He was redoing his install because he's doing this new talk show, nighttime talk show with music and stuff that you can pay to listen to and whatnot. It's all private, which is cool. I mean, that's the way to do it, so you can play any music you want because it's private and it's not, you're hosting it, which is really nice. And as long as no one that needs to find out finds out, you're not going to get in trouble for it.
Oh, okay.
Because you're hosting it, but it sounds like a good idea. I like it. So he built a studio in the install bay there.
Yeah, he changed the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's cool. What he did, that was nice. It looks different.
Hey, I have a day off. Oh my gosh! See, there you go, Columbus Day, right? I mean, no one's in the office. There's no reason to go in. I mean, it's silly. Enjoy. Hopefully, you had a wonderful day off. Had some French fries. Chris Vera thinks I need 3 more Nighthawks so I can have one in each sub. I think he's insane. So yeah, days off don't happen often. We took Saturday off. It was fantastic. Yeah. We had a great time.
For sure.
Dean, I suggest he invite you on to let loose. You're good letting loose. Oh, I would have a great time. I would love to go on his show. You kidding me? That would be fantastic. Because we can use 4-letter words. That's always fun. I love doing that. Plus, it'd just be fun to talk to him. He's the one guy we've never actually had a chance to talk with. I mean, we like Steven, you hit it off like peas and carrots. That's a Phoenix. He doesn't get the reference. Anyways, Forrest Gump. You guys did fantastic together. Mark is a great guy. Every time we see him at Master Tech, he's always fun to talk to. Pita, PS Sounds, nice guy, very, very knowledgeable guy. Love that. He's fun to talk to. Yeah. He's cool. Yeah. I always had a great time with Peter. Mm-hmm. So yeah, Soundman's really the only guy we've never actually got to interact with, which is kind of a bummer. But one day, I'm not losing hope. Hey guys, Psycho Setup here. Okay. Oh yeah, where can I find kick panels for 6-inch mid bass in a 2019 Equinox? So like I said, okay, customspeakerpods.com. That's the guy. Just reach out to him. And he might even just make them for you. Like he might, because the guy does crazy. I don't know how. I know how he does it now, but I mean, yeah, because he might be able to just whip them up for you and charge it and vacuum molds. He vacuum molds everything out of ABS. So check him out. CustomSpeakerPods.com. It's funny. Soundman is sponsored by that guy. We're not. We're just because he's the guy to do the job. So. You need to have Cabe on sometime. Funny thing, I've talked to Cabe now like every couple of weeks now for the last couple of months. Boy, he's having a tough time. He really is, man. I feel bad for the guy. He needs a break. He needs a break worse than I need a break. Because and his knee's screwed up too. He's been limping around in his show. I'm like, dude, there's something wrong with it. And he finally came out and said his knee's all screwed up. It's all swollen and all that. I was like, oh, been there, done that. Good evening, gents. I upgraded my radio on my 2023 Toyota Tacoma with the Sony 9500. Yes, my question is, I have a Rockford DSR1 connected with the high inputs from my OME radio. Do I keep this? Ooh, that's an interesting question. So, the only reason don't get me wrong, it's a fantastic piece. And it has 8 channels of output. So if you're thinking about doing active situation where you're going to do tweeter mid-bass and or tweeter mid-range mid-bass or something like that, that'd be the reason you would want to keep it, is because you could use it to do bigger DSP stuff. The Sony has a lot of features built into it that allow you to do more on the fly stuff. So it really just depends on how do you want to play with this thing? So, if you want to do a background tune where you flatten everything out and then use the radio's EQ to do EQ-y stuff, or do you just want to do everything from the radio? You can do that. Mm-hmm. It's not as deep as that, but I mean, if you're just using it for front, rear, and sub, I would probably get rid of it and just go with the Sony and use what it has. Don't sell it, just keep it and see what happens. If the Sony does everything you need it to do, well, then sell it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, if you want more interactivity, then pull it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
the good thing is about you have everything right here on the radio. It's so easy. The DSR1, you gotta go into your phone and do all that setup. So.
All right. Who lost an eye? Why are we talking about losing an eye?
Say it again.
All right. Here we go. Hey guys, cool Monday. For the big 3 on a 2001 Silverado for the 4.8 for the power wire from the alternator, do I need to fuse it? Some people say you don't if you are running a 0 gauge. Some say to still need. Okay, so the $1 million question: do I fuse my alternator wire? So here's what I would say. Now from the factory, some cars have a fusible link, some cars do not. Meaning, because you don't want to fuse between the alternator and the battery, because bad things could happen, and if it blows, your car don't go nowhere. Now, if you have the factory wire that's still connected, and it's a giant 0 gauge wire, and you didn't run it properly, a fuse would be a fantastic idea, because it could short out. Now, if you're going to zip tie and stream and put all these connectors in it that go to the battery, and make sure that it's 100% safe, then no, I wouldn't worry about a fuse, because why would you want a fuse, right? It doesn't make any sense. But the appropriate answer, and is always going to be the answer, is you should put a fuse or a circuit breaker or something in there to be 100% safe, which most people aren't. The purpose of the fuse underneath the hood, okay, and this is the thing. This is what you have to remember, is to prevent a short. That's it. So when you put your fuse by your battery and you run the power wire into the car, the fuse, the only purpose of that fuse is to protect it from the metal that is from the firewall back into the car. So running underneath your floor and your seats and all that stuff. Anything that could nick that is why you have a fuse. And that's why you have it up by the battery, because this is where the power is coming from. And then you don't put it so far away that it isn't going to protect anything. Now you're talking about a piece of wire that's about this long. The only thing that could happen in that piece of wire is it could heat up and melt onto the engine block. If the fuse is zip tied into the main harness, okay, clearly the main harness isn't going to catch on fire or melt or any of that stuff. I mean, it could. And that's the fuse thing. So, because it could. Is it going to? Probably not. Especially on a car that old. So that's one of those things. So that's the logic there. So the fuse would literally have to be right off the battery. Isn't that? I don't know. I personally don't think it's totally necessary. But, I'm also going to stay up at night thinking about it and be like, should I put a fuse? I mean, if I put a 200 amp fuse or 250 amp fuse or a 300 amp fuse, is that even going to ever blow?
Put a 10 amp fuse.
I mean, at that point, seriously, it'll never blow. I mean, you'd literally have to put a drywall screw through it right into the engine block to get that thing to blow. So what would be the point? Fire extinguisher would be a good move, right? That'd be better.
It's funny. I saw a video of these guys putting some water into an amplifier that was catching on fire, and I'm like, nobody has an actually fire extinguisher?
Nobody has a fire extinguisher. Why do you need it? Just let it burn to the ground.
I'm like, wow.
Yeah, just let it. What T-harness I need to bypass a BO amp using an LC7i and a 2020? There isn't one. First off, you would never use an LC7i and a 2020 Explorer with a BO system. Never. No. Hell to the no. You need an Amp Pro. You need a freaking iData A to B interface. You need a Nav TV A to B interface. There's 4 different interfaces for this car in order to do it properly. An L7i is not it. No. Hell no. Don't even think about it. No. Exactly. That's a no. Throw that LC7i in the trash. Whoa. And do it. Well, it's the wrong thing. Send it back.
There you go.
Get the right A to B interface for it, and you'll be.
Yes.
Here's the thing. Well, okay, so you say, well, why not? Why can't I do that? First off, you need load resistors. LC7i Pro will have load resistors, but you have more channels. You have way more channels than an LC7. LC7i is 6 channels. Okay, and there's tons of equalization. The BO system is EQ'd
already. Yeah.
So I mean, if you're just gonna make something louder, sure, go for it. But no, because then you still have all the other crap that's in there. So definitely don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
No, please God, don't. But I mean, it'll make for an interesting laugh when we
I'm
see
just
it.
wondering it. Yeah, no.
Curious. All right, we're gonna.
Everybody's curious.
Curious. Key 244. Possible to set gains with oscilloscope. I know the process. Just curious. I wouldn't waste my time.
Mm-hmm.
There's absolutely no reason to do that. It has the peak lights on them. Just turn them up until the lights come on. I mean, which is literally like a 1/16 of an inch. Like, it would take you more time to set up an oscilloscope and have it not work than it would be to follow the. You don't even have, literally just play a dynamic song, and then the lights will come on. And you're like, okay, that's good.
Yep.
And you'll know too, because especially on that amp, it sounds like crap immediately when the gain is up too high. Like, it's like, oh, ooh, what did I do? Turn it down. Oh, it sounds better now.
Mm-hmm.
It's don't. It's a digital preamp stage, so it's
Very
all
smart.
it's all done in the DAC. It's not good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that guy that freaked out. It's a digital amplifier. No, it's just a digital preamp stage. There's a difference. Anyways, at least that's how it was explained to me. It might be an analog. Either way, it sounds like total crap if you turn it up too high. So,
I know somebody to turn off that high. Yep.
Yeah, don't do that. All right, guys, listen, that's the show. Thank you so much for tuning in. It is going to be a normal week for us now until SEMA. So we'll be back Saturday to answer more. We'll be here Friday to do this. And, of course, follow us on Instagram. 5 Minutes with 5 Star is the show. You can find us at 5 Star, the number 5 Star Car Stereo. We'll tell you what's going on in the GMC tomorrow. We'll show you what's happening. We busted out all the tools for this one. So we got some 3D printer. We got some laser. We got some CNC. It's just having fun making stuff. So that's all we got. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It's a doubleheader tonight. There's 2 football games on. I know. Means nothing. But hey, that's it. Wonderful night.
Bye, guys.
Bye.